Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Guile here, and welcome back to the Forged Alliance Forever promotional series. It's custom 4v4 action on the cards this afternoon. Essentially average Joes, but with a couple of pros thrown in there to throw the balance off just a little bit and keep it interesting. First of all, though, there's been a small uptick in the channel subscriber numbers of late. Not sure exactly what's driving it, but it's always welcome. And so as a result, I would like to say hello and welcome to the new subs. Fantastic to have you guys on board. And if you like what you're looking at, guys, but you're not 100% sure what it is you were looking at, the game is Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, not, I repeat, not Supreme Commander 2. It's available on Steam for £10 or 15 US. No, it's not. It's changed now. Sorry, I'm so used to rattling through that. It's $13 US and £9 GBP, or whatever the equivalent is in your local currency. You do now need to have that game linked to a Steam account, so I'm not going to bother mentioning about retail copies, although of course I suppose if you manage to procure a retail copy from somewhere, I don't know where you would find it, some old bargain basement bin in the back of a Walmart or something. But if you, I suppose then you could just add the key on Steam and then it would effectively be a Steam game. But anyway, once you have that linked to Steam, or rather once you have that that Steam game installed, you download the Forged Alliance Forever multiplayer client. You can find a link to that in the description below this video and all the other videos on the channel. And then you need to link the account to Steam, and all of the directions are available on the website how to do that. What will that allow you to do? Well, you can come play with us, chat with us. You can browse our mob vaults, our map vaults, our replay vaults, new maps, new mods being made all the time. It's a constantly evolving game, even though we are well over 10 years old now, and it's still, as far as I'm concerned, looking pretty fresh. It really is the best money you guys will spend. So come join us, guys, and if you're worried about it, don't worry, there's plenty of noobs out there. Some of us are still noobs at this game, even after it's been around forever. And you guys, I'm sure, will probably see that firsthand, because I think the way that vote looks like it was shaping up on my Facebook page a while ago, I think I'm going to have to embarrass myself soon and start playing on the channel. I don't know what I've got myself into, but it should be interesting. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on with today's game. Like we said, it's going to be custom 4v4. It's going to take place on Adaptive Wonder Open. I'm ready, you guys are ready, and the players are ready. So let's go on over to the game zone and see how they're going to get on. A-chang, ka-chang, huge pause there as Obs messes me about. And then there we are. By the way, incidentally, if my voice is still ruined, I apologize, but it is just that time of year, the glorious petri dishes that I share my house with, constantly cultivating new lurgies to give their father. It is just the way of things. We'll call this Team 1 up here at the top, this Team 2 down here at the bottom. Going first for Team 1, rearguard air position in Pontiff White, going Cybrin, bless him. It's Dante, and he's opened first land. Team member number 2 for Team 1 over here in Combat Green, it's Gamma Ray, and I've just realised, bear with me 2 seconds, open my volume mixer. Well, I tend to watch other things while I'm looking at replays, so sometimes I have to nudge the sound off, but there we go, back up, that's a little bit better. So Gamma Ray, here he is, UEF, opening first land. Team member number 3 in the center in Baby Pink, it's Ryan 103, he's going Seraphim, opening first land. And last but not least for Team 1 in Baby Blue, it's Figsnim. I think that's right, Figsnim or Fig S-Nim, but it's going to be Figsnim. And he's going UEF, opening first land. So that's Team 1. Let's take a look at Team 2. Rearguard air position in Ferrari Red. First of all, it's Slim Jim Tim going Aeon, opening first land. How very sensible. Next up to his left in Mellow Yellow, we have Ita, perhaps named after the big scientific experiment or some other thing that I'm not aware of. He's going UEF, opening first and second land, going third air down there next to the Hydro. Team member number 3, it's none other than my good friend GFY's Depony, going UEF. How very sensible, very customary for him in his ever so classic Elephantine Grey, going first land and going land all day, it would seem. Have we got anything else queued up here? No, we don't. And last but not least for Team 2 over here in Breast Cancer Awareness Pink, our second Cybrin of the day, Hot Fog, and he opened first and second and third land. So those are the teams. Game quality 89%, not quite what we consider a fully balanced game, but near enough as to be good. It seems like there's something weird going on here with the adaptive layout. I don't know why these two guys weren't positioned here and here. Wouldn't that make more sense? That would look like a more straight front line. For some reason they've got this weird dog leg going on, but hey, I'm sure they know what they were doing, or just made a mistake and no one really cares. But it's fine. A couple of labs rolling in now, right from the back of there from Dante, coming in towards GFY Depony. He is the lead player Incidentally, the 1600, two 1600s in this game, two pros, Ryan 103 and GFY Depony facing off through the middle. So the two pros are here and here. All the rest are Joes. And it looks like our two air players are going to be the bottom short stacking Joes, Gamma Ray there and Slim Jim Tim. No, sorry, Gamma Ray's over here. Dante 1100 is running air for Team 1. Slim Jim Tim running air for Team 2. No kills as yet, I don't think, on those two labs. Cheeky little run by almost coming in from the west as well from Figsnim. Little bit of snoop action going on from Ita. Has alerted him to the danger, but could potentially lose an engineer or some mechs here to these mech marines. There's three of them. Two strikers inbound. Engineer down. No mechs down and out as yet. And that is a situation handled quite nicely there by Ita. He'll be happy losing just one itty-bitty NG. Those two labs we saw out from Dante have reached the opposite side of the map now. Slim Jim Tim's air position under assault. Could be about to lose an engineer here. No. Very little micro going on as yet. First lab. Almost down and out. There it goes. As finally a shot connects to pick up the kill. Slim Jim Tim probably doesn't want to continue to pursue with his ACU. There are more valuable things he could be doing with his time, as that lab makes it right into the backfield and narrows in on that bottom mechs at the edge of the map there. Just allow the Auroras to do the work. I'm sure they can handle it. Ita snagging engineer kill up front for Figsnim. T1 bomber though about to get hit by Dante's defending interceptor. Pick off that other NG over here belonging to Ryan. Well, he's not going for him. He's going for the mass pump instead. Either a misclick or a mistake. Technically, that's a mistake either way, but you know what I mean. Now, after that impressive little push with those three mech marines and that snoop from Figsnim down that western approach. Western approach, of course, usually covered with mountains on the regular Wonder map. Now it's time for Ita to repay the compliment. Gamma Ray finds himself absolutely surrounded really early on by a huge blob of pink from Team 2's 900 rated player, Hot Fog. Lots of Mantis surrounding the comm and focusing him down now. He's on around 8,900, no, less than that. Excuse me, not wearing my glasses today. Not great. It's on around 6,000 hit points. I knew that sounded strange as soon as I said it. Hot Fog coming in with his ACU to handle things personally. Could they go for the early kill here while he's running out of forces quickly? Are a few reinforcing units coming in here and there for Gamma Ray, but they're dealt with. Hot Fog advancing now. Gamma Ray not far off, going into the red on 4,500. Backing up slowly. Other reinforcements coming in single file. 20 kills on Gamma Ray's comm, about to hit a ranking vet. Might want to switch up to some of these other T1 units rather than focusing on Hot Fog's comm. Oh my word, this is a horrible way to lose a player early if he goes out here. 1,100, 1,000 hit points, 800 hit points, 7,600. Hot Fog still pursuing, 700 to go. He's close to a ranking vet though at 26 kills, and there it goes. Buys him a little more time, brings him up to just shy of 2k HP. Hot Fog surely going to back off now though as he's reaching hostile territory. I just get the feeling a bit more commitment. He could have snagged a kill there, and indeed now it's his turn to retreat. Let's check out the other side of the map now as a large blue blob descends on Ita's base. GFY Depony has sent some of his UEF strikers into the mix to help defend that yellow base. Figsnim splits up his forces, coming in single file down here. That's not ideal. Ita lying in wait with a nicer formation of his own forces and his comm, hitting them from the side as they file in. No No penetration likely there. And the next group of blue choosing to exchange fire primarily with GFY Depony up here in the middle. Ryan and Figsnim in full spam mode, all converging in this portion of the map here. We're at T2 tech there for Depony. You would imagine we're at T2 as well for Ryan. He's actually working on a T2 upgrade on his comm. Not actually seeing any T2 factories over here. I might miss more things than usual, incidentally, guys, because as already mentioned, not wearing the old specs. Expecting the comments to come in thick and fast. I'm sure it won't affect your casting, Guile. It's not like you're usually on point. At least I have an excuse today of sorts. That is a painful miss, though. Gamma Ray close to getting knocked out of the game there. And Hot Fog will be frustrated. He let him go. Bit of cheeky Zooey play from Ryan. Takes down T1 PD on the front line for Hot Fog. Very messy, uncohesive battle, but definitely the majority of the fighting seems to be occurring on Team 2's side of the map. At the moment they're getting pretty comprehensively outspammed, and GFY Depony staring down the muzzle of a run-by. Nasty group of FAMs taking down mexes and emplacements. ITA sends a contingent to help, and Depony withdrawing his comm from the middle where he's been sat up front. Team 1 ahead on generated mass as well, but not on total mass. Total mass, actually no they are, excuse me, sorry. I was looking at pure reclaim there, but on totals they are up 100k versus 93k overall. So any way you measure it right now, Team 2 are fighting from behind. Attack ping going down on Depony's T2 headquarters. So much spam to contend with. Depony going for the more conventionally timed T2 factory upgrade. Finding it hard to get the number of units out with the eco that's available. And losing factories left and right. Really does seem they've eased the pressure off on ITA slightly, and there seems to be a real combined push from the west here, from Ryan and from Figsnim, to try and take out the biggest threat, which is Depony over here in the center. Depony laying down some rail guns, concerned about the aerial threat, and now taking TAC missiles from the launcher over here. We've seen a few TMDs be destroyed already. Where are those missiles headed? Going after the power grid. There are a couple of TMDs left, though. One buzzkill over here, knocking down missiles and protecting those P-gens, those T2s. Doesn't want to lose those. Let's take a quick look at the air game. How our two air players have been getting on, both at ASF level and both producing them. And it looks like Slim Jim Tim, modest advantage there. Slim Jim Tim at 1300. Did I say he was running the 900 earlier? I think I might have, you know. Hot Fog and Gamma Ray, the two 900s over here. It's the 1100 of Dante and the 1300 of Slim Jim Tim. So Team 2 with an aerial advantage of about 200 ranking points in this game. So not a huge surprise that he's just a little bit more efficient at getting to that ASF stage. Penetration, meanwhile, from Gamma Ray, but nothing to cause any major problems. We've got 3 Cerberus turrets online here. Hot Fog in the center with his comm. Handful of T1 units breaking through the front line isn't going to cause any major problems. The Pony now with a decent sized chunk of tanks. Nice arsenal arrayed there to defend against this perpetual babiness coming in from the blue and the pink. Grey and the yellow likely to drive them back here, maybe. Still quite a few Ryan's units left alive there. Most of the ponies were destroyed in that exchange. Pony getting the shield upgrade on the comm. 82% complete. Attack missile streaming across the map from Ryan, and they're going after Ita's base. Thought they were going for a comm strike there, but no, going after the T2 headquarters, and they pick it off. Reconfining Ita now to Tech 1 technology. Ita needs to get some TMD online ASAP. Slightly more static engagement over here between Gamma Ray and Hot Fog. Hot Fog playing catch up in base wars, going Cybrin, but he is better established. Be amazed if he manages to hold that position, get that triad online. I don't think he's going to. Cerberus turrets just wailing away, and that will pause construction right there. Basic shield coverage, better than none. Got some spy planes and a couple of ASFs out for Dante, but any aerial exchange likely to go Team 2's way. Probably time for Slim Jim Tim to start exploring something like that. The sooner he can get a win in the air, the sooner he can start producing gunships and affecting a ground battle. Team 1 now with a larger opening in terms of total mass gained than before. 225 to 209. Now this area pretty firmly locked down. And move into some longer range standoff tactics. Perhaps some artillery, some mobile missile launchers. Still much more fluid situation over here in the west. Constant merging of tanks. That's a lot of T2 steaming south from Figstim. And it's not looking great for Ita's forces as they consolidate and get wiped out in the crossfire. Lots of T2, we've got Ilshivas, we've got Pillars. And that is a comprehensive breach now with high value, high damage units from Team 1 down here, getting in amongst sensitive targets. GFY to Pony pulling his comm to help defend. And that's a chunky looking comm there. We've got T2, personal shield, Zeph amp. He's also got problems heading his way. A large stream of Elshivas steaming right into the center. he's got his own T2 production facilities up and running. That's a lot of T2 factories and a lot of pillars rolling off all at once. So he should be able to counter that. Nevertheless, he is moving back towards his base out of concern for the pressure he's receiving. Back up to the top. And Ryan's actually established a base up here. At the moment just constructing engineers, but you get the feeling that is to help put pressure on the weak link. For Team 2, the top right hand corner, they can dislodge that. That might be a place they can capitalize. Hit Deponi from the other side. Shivers backing up. And it looks like they've had a pretty solid exchange in the air in favor of Team 2. However, Strap from Dante heading over towards Hot Fog, changing direction, steering deeper into Team 2's territory. Going straight, it would seem, after potential power structures of Slim Jim Tim. Bombs away! Oh, he needed a couple more of those, but he's not going to get it. Got some engineer kills, but that's about all. Damaged those reactors. More attack missiles inbound from Ryan. Picking off the odd factory here and there. Only will want to strengthen his TMD. So the two top-rated players in the game. Ryan only on 81 and Deponi on 182. So Ryan being very aggressive but not ecoing hard. That could hurt them in the long run. Deponi in classic form, holding out and ecoing, as I know he likes to do, but he's walking headfirst into a very scary looking pile. He's got his balls out. Firing overcharges into the giant pack of purple Ilshivers. But he does nevertheless think, no, maybe not. Packs up behind his tank column. That was terrifying. Not sure whether that was a misclick or is intentionally going in to throw in some overcharges. Doesn't take long once your shield's gone. He has got 21,000 hit points on the armor on that ACU with the upgrades he's got on there. That can go in a flash when you're up against large quantities of troops. Now Ita and Deponi with a combined push on the forward forces of Figsnim. Excuse me. Trying my best not to splutter all the way through this. That's another nasty looking blob in the background again, heading towards the pony. Lots of skirmishing going on. That combined push from Ita and Deponi seems to have petered out. Just a mega T2 war in the center of the map here, and now we've got a major air advantage for Team 2. Sorry, we do have some ASFs for Team 1, but they will get obliterated in a full-on confrontation, and Slim Jim Tim knows that. That's why he switched up to gunships, and that's a massive horde of Spectres coming in to increase the pressure on the ground forces now. For Team 1, where's the aerial response from Dante? Here they come. Is the fighter screen good? Well, they're there. I personally have them positioned along the route a little higher. They're going to go straight after the gunships. That's the line of attack that they took. Slim Jim Tim immediately starts picking off those ASFs, but I reckon he's lost at least 7 or 8 Spectres in that exchange. Suddenly there's not a whole lot of damage coming out of the sky onto those ground forces. Deponi with a depleted shield in the center, not looking terribly strong. Meanwhile, up over here, not a run by, a full-on assault happening. He's come up around the top with the assistance of Ryan. We've had a bit of a point defense creep, and now we've got T2 units bearing down on Hot Fog over here. Back to the center. Still, we've got a couple of Spectres alive, trying to combat this flow of pink and blue that's heading in towards the Pony's base. The Pony's got build capacity in the center, frantically trying to build emplacements to hold off the attack. And his shield still looking very peaky indeed. He's now taking damage on the armor, down to around 18,000 hit points. But there's so many Ilshas, for some reason they're not moving forward. This is a prime opportunity to get in here and cause some damage. More Spectres being brought in all the time. What they really want is some T3 gunships. And that would take a lot of time and energy to construct. Hot Fog now surrounded under that shield with his comm. I think he's about to lose his forward position. It's a shame. He's got a lovely little tac missile battery under shield coverage over there. Back towards the center. Slowly but surely, the pink and blue forces are dwindling, but look at the amount of factories that the Pony is losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factories down, more potentially under threat. He has recovered slightly on the comm on the shield gen, and there is still forward momentum from the T2 units of Team 1 heading in towards the center of his base. The Pony continuing to back up towards shield coverage. Hot Fog, meanwhile, in a bad position. Looks like he's got core mass under threat here now. His T3 land factory currently producing loyalists. Might just about get a handle on things with that loyalist that he's produced, and the Cerberus turrets up here just about stems the tide, but there's more of a threat coming in from the north. Lots of Spectres now in the middle of the map though for Slim Jim Tim, and could we finally be seeing the end of this assault, which has been utterly mammoth, one of the largest T2 engagements I've seen in this game in a while. The Pony down into the yellow, but not really in any massive danger. Well, there's more units coming in all the time. We've got T2 Mexes down here for Depony. They look like they're going to be next. Depony's still on 234. Suppose he's got Mexes all up around here and T3s and everything, but you've got to say that is surprising. With all of the hits that he's taken, he's still in the lead on eco out of everyone. Shows just how hard he ecoed, and it means if he can stay in this, he should be able to bounce back relatively quickly. Surprisingly, Hot Fog held on to his tac missile battery there. It looks like he was going for the snipe on the comm. However, they're all heading over the top of some TMDs anyway to a target that is no longer there. Bit of a run by made it through to Pony's base there from Figsnim and into the backfield. Slim Jim Tim with his comm down here probably needs to pull him and start overcharging. He's losing mass storage around his T3s. But look out! Spectres now turning their attention to Gamma Ray. This could be where Team 2 hit back. Gamma Ray losing hit points thick and fast. He did have a shield gen there, but that's been taken out, and there's nowhere for him to run to. Complete air superiority in this portion of the map. In fact, everywhere on the map now for Team 2. And Gamma Ray looks like he's going to be going out first in this game at 23 3/4 minutes. Defeated by Slim Jim Tim. Shows you just how important air can be. And that could change the dynamic massively. There is a saving grace. It's the fact that we've got a lot of land factories up here for Ryan already, so he should be able to expand very nicely into this portion of the map. That's if his attention isn't too firmly focused on the combat in the middle over here. Still more Ilshivas. He's produced so many. 53 odd on the map. As it stands, he must have produced hundreds. But Spectres tidying those up one by one. So many T2 gunships. And Depony still with a reasonably healthy looking eco. Getting T3 on his commander. Going to use that to construct a T3 reactor at the back there. Sort out the one place where he's weak. His power grid after those attacks. Ita now feeling the pressure, and this time it's from some Titans over here. Big Snim mixing up the Titans and the pillars. Bit of T2, bit of T3. Could do with some more flak though. The potency of these gunships has already been proven. Thought everyone would have been producing more flak, but an opportunity for Dante here to pick off some of these. In he comes with his ASFs. Where's the response? It's not timely. Slim Jim Tim slow on the uptake there. He's losing gunships every second unnecessarily. That is a huge coup for Team 1. There's the attack order, but it's very late in the day and almost all of those gunships have been wiped out. Scratch that, all of them. 3 more brought in, but pretty much all of those gunships were taken down, and Dante will be very happy with that. Now those Ilshivers scoring important targets down here on Ita's base. T2 reactors going up in flames as he and Big Snim try and sandwich Ita. Could those Ilshivers make it in towards Slim Jim? Well, I'm not convinced. Those gunships are being produced thick and fast. What's going on over here? Ita taking T3 fire now, but standing his ground, firing overcharges into those Titans, taking down 3 at a time. Ha! The chunk. Ita the chunk. Gunship assistance in from Slim Jim. Solid stoic defense from Team 2, who have been under relentless pressure from Fig Snim and Ryan. So much mass littered on this map. It's a wonder the units can pick their way through the graveyard. Thank goodness the engine doesn't allow for that. Nothing would ever happen. Lovely little T3 run by at the top. Look at this loyalist push from Hot Fog. Transfers everything over to Depony as he says, go on. You guys, you can probably do better than I can. Oh my word! Depony, why? Shot down out of the sky, was transporting his commander into the back. Knocked down by Dante's ASFs. Really unfortunate, and that is their star player. That could change everything. These units transferred automatically back over to Hot Fog. Come up against the siege tank, and another one coming in from Ryan. And look what that's done to Team 2's eco. It's 533 versus 307. This is not looking good. Ita in with his comm. What are you doing? Gets a Rankin vet, which helps him out a little bit. He's got support coming in. He's got a couple of Percivals. His shield blinks on and then gets wiped. Oh, into the red. 3,400 HP, needs to withdraw. Titans encroach and advance. Percivals for Ita trying to hold their ground. clear unless anything from the sky comes and gets him. Curiously, it's going to be up to Hot Fog now to really cause some damage and put some pressure in on this side of the map. More TAC missiles away. Gaping hole in the TMD defense surely over here. He's going in after Ryan instead. His main base and is located. Ryan's commander with his loyalist. Not the best overcharge there, just takes one unit down. He's dipping in and out of the shields. Gradually, bit by bit, the number of loyalists are dwindling. But look out, in comes Slim Jim with a sniper attempt from the strap bombers. Boom, baby! And that's their star player out. It's now a 3v2. Ryan down. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure on Iter. Now what's going to happen with this Monkey Lord that's just been constructed up at the back by Dante? Some kind of expletive, perhaps in Russian, from Ryan. See, this is a problem now. A massively undefended flank. And a build-up from Hot Fog up at the top. Look at this. Mass spam coming their way in Cybran uniform. Behold the spikiness in all of its legs. You gotta give it though to Fixnim. The pressure has just been continuous. The problem is when you continually apply pressure to an opponent and you don't break through or cause any damage, one, potentially you're feeding him, and you can see that with all of the mass that's being hoovered up over here. Two, the old adage, what doesn't kill you? What doesn't kill you in terms of SOPCOM adds many, many more defenses to your base. And you're seeing that with all of the emplacements gradually building up for Ito, who's becoming harder and harder to knock out. Lovely little run by, encroaching on Dante's main base. Where is that Monkey Lord? Well, this could be problems for Ita. If anything's going to break the front line, it's that. You can time it with some of these Percivals that are rolling in from Fixnim. Might score a kill, but Dante forced to scramble with his comm. Fortunately for him, it's all T1 junk. But that can still be a threat. That can still take down valuable reactors and the like. Getting in range now with some of these Medusas. Dante transferred the experimental, the Monkey Lord, over to Fixnim, which was why we got the notified that Fixnim had built an experimental. He hasn't, I don't think. Just got given one. Hello, those strats circling above the base of Dante. Dante's comm way out in the open. They're not going for him yet. They're going after the reactors. One down, one very badly damaged. I think we're going to have to go to split screen here to keep an eye on these two theaters as the Monkey Lord engages the front line of Ita's base. There's still a bunch of strats, and this time they're focusing in on Dante, as are the T1 units. Dante, after that flyby, down to 5,600 hit points. Meanwhile, Fixnim burrowing ever deeper into Ita's territory, but Dante is down. And then there was one. Will that kill the Monkey Lord? Because of course that was originally a Dante construction, so I think that will go up with the rest of it. Oh no! It just focused on Ita and then it died! Ita escapes miraculously. That's unreal. Fixnim must be cursing. And now he's going up against Ravagers. There's no way he's breaking through now. 3v1. That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And I don't know. I don't see what way there is out of it now. He's burrowing in. He's going for ravages of his own to try and protect that flank where he inevitably sees danger coming from Hot Fog. But I think he's got just as many threats to worry about from the sky now. Having lost the air player, it's going to be strap bomb hell from here on out. Percival's beating down the front door of Ito's base, but he really doesn't care. There's toddlers at the windows with Gatling guns. The range on those suckers, the damage. It's a thing of beauty. Still a stream of T1. Really not achieving much there. To his credit, he's got 4 or 5 Ravagers online. Opportunity for an engage, though, from Slim Jim. Could go in now and assist this ground attack from Hot Fog. It's only loyalists, so they don't pack that punch. They are going to take down some shields, though. Maybe some P-Gens. Sorry, P-Gens. The T3 reactors. Fusion reactors. I suppose you could still call them P-Gens. Well, he won't mind that. He'll be happy he got off that lightly, but I don't think there's much he's going to be able to do about this. There are a line of flayers back here. And that's a sniper attempt. That's pretty good. Brings him down into the red, but almost, and then not, but a second volley should do it. Gaboom! And Fig Slim taken out at 35 minutes, almost on the nose by Slim Jim Tim. And that is replay over. Answers on a postcard if I guessed that right, guys. Pretty sure the pony got picked off out of the sky up here, shot down. That's what it appeared to be. I'm sure he wouldn't have tellied. So he was going for some kind of Rambo TLO business. Shame that didn't work out. That would have been awesome. But I think you guys will agree that was fun nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. There's always more to come from me in the future. We've got some action coming up from the King and Prince of Map tourneys, which is running kind of concurrently from map to map. Rowy's been in touch. He's got some of those. He's also offered to be a tournament director for a tournament if I'd like to put one together. And I was thinking, oh, maybe. Answers on a postcard if you'd like to see that. But we have all that coverage coming up. Anyway, until next time, guys, stay well and stay safe. This is Guile, signing out.